Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, Brooklyn. Alright guys, so it's actually a really insanely beautiful day outside, so I'm gonna get ready to leave now, maybe do a quick meal prep, and then I'm gonna start my day a little early. Okay. Oh man, it is beautiful, bright, and sunny here in Brooklyn, New York. Man, I've been waiting for this shit, man. We went through 3 consecutive winters this year, and it's been pure hell, and it's all over. Oh man. Anyway, I decided to just pop on the camera real quick. Yo, I just woke up today feeling really inspired, and I'm like very optimistic and looking forward for this summer. But yo, the past 6 months, I've kind of just been in this slump, you know? Like, you know how we go through periods of just not really feeling inspired and motivated and creative? It's really hard to bring yourself out of that, man. But anyway, looking forward to this summer. I'm feeling a lot more creative now. Like, I told myself at the beginning of 2025 that this is going to be the year of pursuing my passions, like re-sparking that fire again. You know, that's so important, man. Just holding on to that vision that you had for yourself and that identity that you had for yourself is so important no matter what life throws at you. There's this trap that most people fall into, especially young people, you know, and it's like a silent killer of your hopes and dreams and ambitions. You ever feel like you were meant for more? You know, like you were different? Like your life is different, like you're unique, you know, like you're an anomaly. Like, you ever feel that way? Like deep down you feel, not in an arrogant way, but like in a real way, like I'm not like other people. And you feel like your life story is meant to be unique, like bigger, more beautiful, more impactful. But yet life just keeps moving day after day, and you're just looking around like, yo, how did I get here? How did I end up here? This is not how things were supposed to be. We're young, we start to discover ourselves and our natural gifts and talents, and we feel untouchable. You know, we feel like we are undeniably meant to just fucking kill it in life. And we look at the people twice our age, the adults in our lives, and we see their boring jobs, their boring routines, their everyday stresses, them complaining about bills and real world shit. And we just think to ourselves, yeah, that's not gonna be us. That's not gonna be me. I'm different. And we think that we are just full of potential and we're gonna show the world what we're made of. And we believe that just because we feel unique, that our life is automatically gonna be unique. Like it's just gonna unfold somehow with no extra effort, no sacrifice, whatever. It's just meant to happen because that's just how special we are. And we move through life with this expectation. We feel like we just have so much time for all of our potential to unfold. But then when life starts happening, we go from dreaming to drifting. You know, because you have to get a job, you have to take care of your finances and the daily stresses of life, the reality of life. But the whole time in the back of our minds, we're just like, it's still coming, you know, this dream, this vision is still coming. And we keep telling ourselves that it's gonna happen, but nothing changes. Nothing is actually changing. And we hold on to that identity that we're different and special and unique, but we're really living just like everybody else. We're not building, we're not pushing, we're not taking the necessary steps to progress towards this ideal self that we have in mind. that we fantasize about. And we're just waiting, and time is going by day after day. That's the trap. We live in our fantasies more than reality. And that gives us this dopamine rush every time you tell somebody your goals, and you tell somebody, oh, I'm a music artist, I'm a writer, I'm an actor, I'm an entrepreneur, blah, blah, blah. You're telling people these great things, but are you actually taking the steps to do it? If somebody can look at your daily routine, somebody who doesn't know you, can they guess what you are working towards? Can they guess what your profession is? You know, can somebody take a look at your daily routine day by day and say, oh yeah, that person is clearly a writer because he or she writes a chapter a day or a chapter a week? You know, if you're not doing the actionable steps towards a vision that you have or an end goal that you have, you are actually not that person. You are not a writer or an author or a singer or an athlete unless you are actually doing these things every day and planning your progress. The person who writes a chapter a week or films a video a week or a video a day, like, that person is a YouTuber, that person is a writer, that person is a music artist. The person who's in the gym practicing every fucking day, that person is an athlete, not the person just talking about it. Because we are what we do, not what we say we are, not what we think we are or hope that we will be. No, you are what you do. If you wake up in the morning and you fucking doom scroll for 2 hours in bed and played video games or games on your phone, you are a doom scroller and a gamer. That's it. That is how you spend most of your time. That is your identity. That's what you do. If you procrastinate on everything that you know you should be doing, you are a procrastinator. You're a doom scrolling gamer procrastinator, you know, and you just got to be real with yourself. You have to look around your life. You have to look at yourself objectively from a third person point of view and say, who is this person every day? Because that's who you are, and that's what your future will be, because the future is just every day repeated, and then those results and habits compound. Being unique means nothing unless you do something with it. And if you don't use your talents regularly, they will fade. There's no way to be good at something consistently or become better at something if you aren't consistently doing those things and improving. And on the flip side, there's no way to not be good at something if you've been doing it for 6 months, for a year, for 5 years. No matter what it is, you can pick any random skill and profession, and if you consistently show up and just do it 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you will be good at it. 5 years, you will be a professional. You know, you will be better than the majority of the population at whatever you're doing if you stick with it day after day, month after month, year after year. But it's not gonna happen by default. Forget all this wishful thinking, law of attraction, fucking manifestation. Bitch, instead of doing a fucking manifestation ritual and shit, just fucking do the work that it takes. You have to do what it takes. The world only responds to action. That's it. Action. You take somebody with zero self-belief, zero experience, they will crush anybody who has all the self-belief in the world but doesn't do anything if that person shows up every day. Because the more you do something, the better you get at it. The better you get at something, the more your confidence increases. The more your confidence increases, the more momentum you get, the more self-belief you get, and then you will just be unstoppable. So if you're not intentionally creating something, you will wake up one day wondering what the hell happened and where did it all go. I believe that it is never too late to change your entire personality, your entire life circumstances. You can transform your life at any point. So if you feel that you are in this trap now, bring it back, reel it all in. Get back in touch with that inner child, that person that you thought you would be when you were younger. You know, bring that shit back. Let's revisit that. Let's start a new chapter. or continue from a previous chapter in your life when you were young and motivated and ambitious. But let's introduce the idea of discipline, focused, consistent action into that. Because that's probably the single ingredient that you've been missing. And that's what separates the success stories from the people who are bitter, going through a midlife crisis, wondering what the fuck happened to their lives, you know? So how do we fix this though? First, stop romanticizing. Stop romanticizing your potential. And you have to start working towards your potential. You have to actively unlock your potential and fulfill your potential and hone that shit every day. Stop living in a fantasy. Stop romanticizing what could happen, because it won't happen. You need to just get out that little dream world and look at your reality and work in that realm. Ask yourself, what can I do today that is going to bring me closer to this vision that I have? And stop saying I'm different, I'm unique, I'm special. You want to be special? You want to be really special? Be the one that executes, because that's such a rare quality to have. Somebody who talks the talk and then executes, that's special. Be the one who stays consistent when nobody's watching, when nobody's expecting you, to show up, telling you what to do, when nobody's giving you a deadline. Be the person who can force yourself to execute. That's why personal trainers are a thing. You know, everybody knows how to lose weight and gain muscle. Eat less food, lift heavy shit. But for some reason, people need another human being to set up appointments for them and workouts for them and stand there and hold their hand every second of the day, every step of the way, for them to pick up some heavy shit and put it back down. You know? You need to be that coach. You need to be that other person for yourself. You need to, even if you have to talk yourself in third person, be like, yo, all right, it's time to get the fuck up and move. It's time to put in the fucking work. Stop being a little bitch. You know, you have to be able to communicate with yourself like that objectively. That's fucking special. That is a rare, special trait that is going to launch you towards every goal that you set for yourself. So if this message really resonated with you, you are not alone. This is something that I have suffered from, and a lot of people are silently suffering from. Unrealized potential, living in a dream world and ignoring reality. And at the same time, time is slipping away from you. And the longer you exist in that complacent, unproductive state, you're going to lose confidence in yourself. You're going to grow bitter and resentful, because you won't be able to understand how somebody as talented and special as you ended up being stuck and living a mundane life like everybody else. Then you're going to blame the world, blame your circumstances, but deep down, you're going to know that it's because you didn't put in the consistent efforts. So that's it, man. That's one of life's biggest traps. Living in a fantasy world, feeling special and unique, and thinking that life is just gonna hand you your potential. Believing that you're special does not create a special life. Acting on it does. That's it, I'm out of here.